Thank you for choosing Skywalker Trampolines, and welcome to the 6-foot by 4-foot mini trampoline assembly video. This assembly video will cover all 6-foot by 4-foot mini trampolines. Before assembling your trampoline, make sure you have all the parts listed in the manual. We advise having a friend to help you assemble your new trampoline. Tighten all screws and bolts required for assembly with the provided tools. You are more than welcome to use your own tools. Please register the product warranty for your trampoline at skywalkertrampolines.com. Grab a corner tube 1, corner tube 2, and a middle tube. With the spring holes facing the ground, place the short sides of a corner tube 1 and a corner tube 2 onto the ends of a middle tube. Now grab a leg brace 1 and a leg brace. Connect the tubes together and then secure each side with 3 bolts and 2 nuts. Do not tighten the bolts all the way. Make sure the bolts on the inside are inserted facing up, and the bolt on the outside is inserted facing down. Repeat this step to assemble a second leg section. Now flip over the leg sections and secure the leg brace 1 and leg brace 2 together with a bolt. Do not tighten all the way. Repeat this with the second leg section. Grab 2 middle tubes. Attach the 2 middle tubes between the corner tube 1 and corner tube 2 of the assembled sections. You will now have a freestanding frame. Lay the pad with the mat on the ground inside the frame. You will need 8 springs. Hook the smaller end of 2 springs onto one corner D-ring on the jump mat. Using the spring tool, stretch the free end of the springs until they reach the closest frame holes on either side of the corner. Repeat this step, attaching 2 springs at each corner until you have 8 springs attached. Next, you will need 8 more springs. Attach 2 springs to the middle of each side. Make sure to count the V-rings and holes to make sure everything is lining up. Now, working in a clockwise direction, attach all the remaining springs. Make sure the V-rings and frame holes line up correctly. Go ahead and tighten all the bolts on the frame. Look under the trampoline to find the straps that are attached to the underside of the frame pad. Position the straps so that one strap is on each side of the frame and tie it in a bow. Grab the 4 straight tubes. Attach each tube at each corner of the frame. There are 3 different sizes of foam. Make sure you grab the 4 pieces of medium-sized foam. Slide a medium piece of foam onto each straight tube. Grab the net. Position the net so the door is at the short end and the sleeves are on the top. Then slide the net over the straight tubes and foam. Be careful of the net catching on the top of the straight tubes and the foam. Grab a top tube and a connect tube. Attach one top tube to the end of a connect tube. Then slide a piece of the short foam onto that tube section. Repeat this step to create a second tube section. Grab a short piece of foam and a top tube. Slide the foam down far enough that the connection point on the straight side is uncovered. Attach the top tube with foam to the free end of the tube section. Now carefully slide the foam all the way up to cover the exposed tube. Repeat to attach the remaining top tube and short foam to the second tube section. Slide the assembled top tube sections into the sleeves on the long side of the net. Place the assembled top tube sections onto the top of the straight tubes and push them down until they click into place. Grab a top short tube and a long piece of foam. Slide the top short tube into the long piece of foam. Repeat this step with the remaining top short tube and long piece of foam. Slide the top 2 short tubes into the sleeves on either end of the net. Secure the tubes into place with 4 bolts. Grab the canopy. Attach the canopy to the top of the trampoline. Tie the strap to the straight tubes and hook the middle straps to the V-rings. Congratulations on completing the assembly of your Skywalker trampoline. We knew you could do it. For more information, please visit our website, skywalkertrampolines.com, or follow us on social media.